Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill of War Forces. I'm scared. Sonivinos. This song is called Frequential Organoid Abduction. I heard a bit of this band because some friends of mine insisted that I check it out, and from the bit that I heard, I decided it's a very reactable band. And I think if you see the logo and the artwork, you might agree. I'm not sure that's an artwork. Visual depiction of the sounds we're about to hear. I'm scared. You should be. With that in mind, are you ready? No. Okay, this isn't slamming yet. Yet. This creeps me the fuck out. You're gonna dare be melodic?
How you
The attention to detail that this band is incredible. There was a can of soda on the floor in the artwork. And I'm going to think about that can of soda. Because that can of soda is the one thing in the artwork that I'm willing to look at. Unfortunately, there isn't an equivalent to that can of soda in the music. All the music is like the human reaping beasts. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Why the hell are you so happy about it? I love your face. That was ridiculous, bro. It's Archspire Infant Annihilator style territory in terms of speed and technique, and when it comes to the blasting and the double kicks, I think what they did is they out-flesh-godded Flesh God. Because this was the violation, but it was violating the violation. This was the violated violation, yes. There was actually a main riff that repeated twice that had those sort of very high tremolo picking for half a second in it. That was the one thing I could hear repeating. Everything else was a freaking maze. I could not follow it. But yes, the only relatively well-known band that comes close to this is Archspire. And Infant Annihilator. Yes. But I feel like Archspire is a better fit because it's very highly rhythmic and very mathematically precise everywhere. Yeah. And I think that intro was like a troll. Yeah, it was an absolute troll, because when you hear something like that and you know you're listening to a death metal album, you're expecting something like a Legion, let's say. Something like symphonic death metal or symphonic brutal. Something that's gonna keep that orchestral, ominous aura going on throughout the music when the metal hits. But then it was like, nah, we stopped that, we're doing something else now. Yeah, the only reason they did that is to show you that they can have human decency, but what they want to do with that human decency is kill it very, very rapidly. Yes. And that's what they did when the actual song began after that. I really love the way it's mixed. Yeah. Even with this sort of hyper filthy music and hyper filthy vocals, I could actually hear and understand words every now and then. At one point, I heard the word inaudible, I think. And that's a word, and I could understand it, which is one more than you're supposed to in a song like this. And then when it comes to the mixing, also, the way you can very clearly distinguish the two guitars is spectacular. And the bass slappage. Yes. There was slappage. It was very ta-toing kind of bass. Fair. Not sliding, not fluid much, just banging. And the guitars are moving all the time. Like, there weren't any, like, slamming sort of chug 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 riffs. They had a few chugs, but mostly the riffs are noodles. Ow. Yeah, therapy. Yeah. Therapy. Are we done here? Therapy. Are we? Therapy. I think we're done here. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Therapy. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Therapy. Of course, yeah.